Hey there YouTube, my name is Derek, I'm 19 years old, and today I wanted to share my coming out story. I'm doing this because when I was growing up, or when I was coming out, I turned to YouTube and I would watch these videos and it would make me feel like there was someone else out there going through the same thing that I was, and I wanted to put my story out there so that maybe someone can relate and someone can, you know, learn from my experiences. Through elementary school, I always knew that I was different. And, growing up, I would always play with the girls and I wasn't really into sports. So I was really picked on and everyone would call me gay, but I didn't even know what gay was. And I just remember it being bad and something that I didn't want to be. So I would always deny it and I would always get so angry anytime someone would ever call me that. And it seemed like everyone around me knew that I was gay before I even did. I tried to go to church and I tried to, pray the gay away, and I tried just about everything I could to get these feelings away, and I would cry myself to sleep at night begging God, please don't let me be gay. Please don't let this be true. In high school, I had this friend and we had gotten pretty close and she started telling me stuff, and so I figured, well, she's opening up to me, so maybe I should open up to her. So I told her about the experimenting I had done in middle school. And I don't even know why I told her. It just came out. I had always kept this deep dark secret down inside me, and no one ever knew. I never talked about it with anybody until this moment. And I thought I could trust this girl, but she ended up telling other people, and once I found out she had started telling other people, my world came crashing down. Because if anyone found out about this, my life would be over, I thought. My parents would kick me out, everyone would hate me, I would have any friends, and there was just nothing I could do to stop it. But luckily school ended soon after, and so I got this job as a summer camp counselor, and I left. I basically ran away from my problems, thinking, I'll get out of town, refresh myself, kind of do this and get away, and maybe things will calm down. I went to the summer camp and I made all new friends, everything was going great, and then, what do you know, the feelings came back. I was interested in one of my coworkers. He actually had become one of my best friends, and I started to like him. And I thought to myself, why? Why is this happening? I'd just been through this and I thought I was done with this, and now it's back. And so one night, I don't even know why I told him, but I told him how I felt and what was going on, because it had been tearing me up inside, like I couldn't keep it in anymore. And so he actually took it really well, and he didn't really care, and he still wanted to be my best friend. But I didn't take it well. I completely shut down after that. And I just couldn't believe that no matter what I did, I couldn't make this go away. I just got really depressed. I had hit rock bottom. I was at a point in my life where I thought to myself, if I couldn't be straight, I didn't want to be anything. And I knew being gay wasn't an option. So I gave up. I had fought myself all these years and I just couldn't do it anymore. I could not do it anymore. And I did something really stupid. I just remember wanting to be done. I didn't want to think about it anymore. I just couldn't take it anymore, and I hated myself. And I just remember waking up in the hospital and looking my mom in the eyes, and she looked so mad. And I couldn't understand why she was so mad at me. And she just looked at me and she said, "Why?" She said, "Why would you do this?" And I couldn't talk. I couldn't even speak. It took everything in me. Everything in me. She had to drag it out of me. And finally, I just said, "Mom, I'm gay, and I don't want to be." And she just kind of looked at me. She told me she'd always love me, and she said, "Are you sure?" And then after I told my mom, in rehab, I had to tell my dad. And telling my dad was the scariest thing that I've ever done in my life. They made me write a letter to my dad. And when he came to visit, I was told that I had to give him the letter. And I sat down in front of my dad, and the doctor told me to read my letter to my dad. And as soon as I looked at him, I started to cry. 'Cause I didn't want him to hate me. So I read the letter to him, crying the entire time. And he just started crying, and he looked at the ground. And he looked up at me, and he said, "Son, I'll always love you." He said, "No matter what, I'd rather have you as you are than not have you." And I was not expecting that. After that day, I knew that if my dad could accept me, I think I was going to be okay. And so I ended my treatment, and I went home, and I was still struggling. I was still trying to recover from everything that had happened, and I was still unsure about the whole gay thing, but I just took a step back, and I just forgot about gay as a label. And I just thought, why can't I just be me? You know, why am I making this such a big part of who I am? There are so many other things about me than just this one thing. And so I went on, and I just didn't think about it, and I just lived my life being me. And, eventually I started to think, yeah, I like guys. I do. After I accepted myself, I thought, my best friends deserve to know this part of me. And so I told my best friends, and all of them were just so accepting. Two of my best friends now were just ecstatic. And one of my friends who was really Christian conservative, even she was accepting of me. She told me that her beliefs were different than mine, but she still loved me, and she would always love me. And that's all I want. That's all I wanted, was just people to not see this one part of me. I just wanted to be me and be happy. And after that, I had my first boyfriend. And no, it didn't work out, but it was still a great experience, and I thank him so much for everything he taught me. And you know, I feel like it was a really key point in me accepting myself and kind of finding out who I was and kind of confirming that, this is what I wanted. And then, everything just started to get better. I still wasn't out to everyone in my hometown. I was just out to, my parents and just a few select people that I chose to tell. And so then once I moved to college, well, I got here and I was like, you know what, it's a new chapter in my life. I'm not going to hide this anymore. So it wasn't long before I met some of the best friends I have. I decided, you know what, I think I can tell these people. I feel like I can trust these people. And so I told them, and of course they were so accepting. And now I don't hide it anymore. I don't go out telling people, like announcing it off rooftops, but if someone asks or if I feel like someone needs to know, then I let them know. So what I want to tell anybody watching this video is, there are other people out there like you. You're not alone. And anyone telling you that this is wrong, they're wrong. You deserve to be happy. It's your right to be happy. You have the right to be who you are. And the world is getting so much more accepting. I was from the smallest town in Georgia, and it was full of conservative people, and I came out okay. It was a rough road, but you can do it. It will get better. And you will be happy one day. I guess that's all I really wanted to say. So thank you guys for watching. Let me know what you think. Like it, comment, and I may make more videos. Alright, I'll see you guys later. And always remember, you have a right to be happy. Bye.